Well, welcome everyone. I know, thank you for being on the call. I know it's very last minute, but we have some very important information to share, as well as we are recording. So this will be sent out to the rest of the Global Energy Team community for them to listen to the recording. Jackie has been kind enough to participate in the call and lead the call, and I'll be filling in some of the information that I basically met with Jennifer Ray, who is the Canadian USANA Canadian Field Development Manager, and she has filled me in on some of the upcoming things that that USANA is doing, and so I'm willing to share top secret information with you. But before that, let's talk about what's the most important thing to help you build your business.
Right. Oh, I am so excited. I want to say, first of all, thanks, Kim and Holly and whoever else will be joining us this evening. I am going to do my very best to deliver this really important information as quickly and as impactfully as possible. So thanks very much. I guess I'm going to get to the point and call out that what I know is that we're leaning into the summer months. And what usually happens is we lose focus. The beach is calling, the sunshine is calling, the parks, the festivals, and all the things that we want to do that we wait so long especially in our province of Manitoba. And we're going to be leaning into the convention in August. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of these next couple of months. And before I do that, I want to start with one thing that I think is so important on the business aspect of reminding ourselves why we are here and what brought us into the business in the first place. And there's 5 different reasons that most people join a network marketing company. So I just want to quickly go through them. First of all, and some of these are going to resonate with you. I know they are. So just kind of take a mental note, or if you're taking written notes, that's great. But first of all, they usually join because they want to solve some kind of need or some kind of pain, something that's going on in their life, and in particular their health, because USANA is known for their incredible health products. And so most of you have been on the products long enough to know that they're some of the best products on the planet. So that's number one reason for a lot of people. Number 2 is they want to help not only themselves get healthy, they want to help other people get healthy. And that's just from the heart. You want to share it with your friends and family because you get results. And that's what's so amazing about Sheila's Get Healthy program. And I know most of you are already gone through the program and have introduced it to other people. So that's another reason why people join, is they want to help others. Number 3 is they do seriously want to earn an income, whether it's a full-time income like Sheila has, or you wanting to pay off your products, you want to create some residual income. And the one thing that I know from my own experience, and I have over 40 years of working in several different network marketing companies, is there's a magic piece of this business and program, and that's Sheila. I think you can all agree that we have one of the best leaders in the industry. We are so lucky, so fortunate. I mean, I can't say it enough, Sheila. So wow. Number 4, this is something that not everybody thinks about outwardly, but it's really so important, is leaving a legacy for your family. The neat thing about this kind of business is when you stay with this over 5, 10, 20 years, eventually you're going to want to maybe leave things to your children so that they are secure, so that they have the kind of financial security that they may not have. Who knows what's happening? The world is so uncertain right now. And this allows you to give your children a legacy, and that's priceless. You cannot put any dollar value on that. And number 5 is all of the above. I know for me, all of the above is, I may have started initially with one of them, and then it grew into the other. And then I realized the importance of working with Sheila. And then the fact that as I'm I know this is I've landed. It's like I'm on the moon. I'm not leaving. I'm not going back to planet Earth. I'm staying here. This is what I'm going to be leaving my son. When I go, he's going to have a legacy. He's going to have something that he can even give to his children. So where does that leave us? Well, there's something that's coming up. It's a little bit of the elephant in the room, and that is the next big thing that is so important, and that's convention, which comes up, as you know, every August. And this is really what I want to share with you as well, is how important is it that you attend and join us in August at convention? I can't begin. So I'm going to try to put into a couple of minutes why all of those 5 things, or 4 things, or all of the above is number 5, are going to happen or going to be supported by coming to convention. Last year was my first convention. I've been to dozens of conventions, in fact, all over the world, whether it was in my corporate business or other network marketing companies. And I have to tell you right now, when I went last year, I was blown away. I was blown away by the warmth of the people, the professionalism of the people and the event, how well organized it was. The quality of the venue is absolutely second to none. The audio, I mean, you've got like 10, I don't know how many people are in that room, but you know, the audio and visual, no matter where you're sitting in that arena, you're going to get quality information. You'll be able to hear them, see them, experience them. You'll be bumping up against people who are in the millionaire, I don't know the terms, Sheila, you have to forgive me, people like Sheila who are making a significant impact in their business, who started the business just like you and me, and finding out what is it that they're doing that we can do too. You're also, what I found was I was blown away by the quality of the training on the products. So some of you say, you know what, I'm not really all that of much of a salesperson, but you love the products. And Sheila has something, by the way, that she's going to share at the end of this that's going to, I know it's going to really tickle your fancy. And I'm really keen about the products. I know how important it is to be with a really good team. The products have to be, for me, top notch. They have to be in the top 5% of their category. And so the training that you get, breakout sessions every single day, 3 or 4 or 5, 30-minute, 40-minute breakouts that you can go in and get like just laser sharp information about the ingredients. They have beautiful PowerPoints. They're going to show you everything you need to know about a product line in like 30 to 45 minutes. You just take your notes. You could take photos of the PowerPoints. And then later, when anyone's asking you any questions about the products, it's like you are absorb the information. And it also helps build your credibility and confidence when you are in the company of the people who designed the products or created the products. So it's amazing. We do a tour. I think we'll be doing another tour of the head office. Absolutely, without a doubt, one of the most beautiful buildings, and the scientific aspect of it. You'll see the doctors and the scientists and the people that are producing the products live in action. And you just can't imagine what that does for your belief in this company for a long term. And that's what I want to come back to. So I know that some of you may be on the fence and maybe thinking about, do I really want to go to convention? Do I have the time? Do I want to give the resources to it? What's all about it? So I've mentioned some of the reasons why I think absolutely, unequivocally, you really need to come. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that as well later. But before I do that, I want to mention what's going to happen if you don't. Because a lot of times we don't think about consequences. It's sometimes easy to just say, I don't know enough. It doesn't feel right, or it doesn't sound like, and I don't have the time to do the research. And so that's part of what this call is. But I want to give you a little bit of a snippet of, if you don't come to the convention, what's going to possibly happen that you may not have thought about. Okay, and this is really important. First of all, chances are you're going to lose momentum.
Mhm.
Convention is designed specifically to help keep you motivated. And we're busy people. Everybody, you're on the call right now. You're motivated to be here. You maybe, we had the beautiful photo shoot. I don't know about you, but I went home that night and I felt like $1,000,000. And, it's easy 2 or 3 days later to go, it's like a little bit of an up and down. You get these highs, you sign a new customer, maybe bring somebody on as a distributor, you get really high, and then a day or a week goes by and you kind of lose your momentum. So convention is so powerful that it actually is like a rocket, what do you call it, out of it will give you the blast that you need to keep you going, for pretty much the year ahead of you. So if without this something like the convention, you often will forget why you joined.
Yeah.
Going back to those reasons why you joined. You'll also often forget about, what were your goals? And so you lose that momentum. It's really important to know that when that happens, think about all that work, effort, commitment, investment that you've put into since you joined. It'll kind of be all lost. And it's kind of like planting some plants, planting some seeds, putting tomatoes in the garden, and then not watering them. Sheila was saying that happened. And then you have to replant them.
Oh, yeah.
That's a waste of energy and a waste of investment. So you really want to keep your momentum going, keep watering and nurturing yourself and your business. Number 2, you probably will live with feelings of regret and or wishing that you went, because when we come back and we're going on and raving about how fantastic it is, we're kind of thinking, maybe I should have made that trip. And what was I thinking? So that's part of this call for you today, is that don't let little self-doubt rob you of your power to say yes and join us, okay? Because it's so important that you seriously consider the impact of not coming. And the third thing is, and I think the most important, if you don't come and you start to lose momentum, and then we head into the fall, and you know what that's like. Kids are in the hockey in school and you're getting busy, and then we roll into Christmas, Thanksgiving, you name it, all Halloween, Christmas, New Year's, and January rolls around and your business has gone stale or to sleep. Something's going to happen. It happens with a lot of people. And that is that you'll eventually find something else to fill the gap, to fix the problem that you then may have again. This is because deep down, unconsciously, when you joined this company, it was exactly what you wanted. And you know for yourself that this company has everything that you would be looking for both on the health side and on the business side, on the people side, and on the commission and the incentive side. And so you may be feeling just a little bit, a little wobbly at this stage, and for many of the reasons that I've mentioned. And I just want to let you know that what will happen is if you don't come on board and keep the momentum going, it means that all the money, time, and effort you've put into this so far could just be absolutely wasted. So I want to now just share with you a little bit of something about what the difference is with people who are, the number one secret with people that are truly successful, like Sheila. They stick to it. They have stick-to-itness. They never give up. They stay with their investment. They are very focused, which means they ignore the other shiny objects that are, constantly, attracting you to do things. They take consistent action every single day, or at least every single week. There's consistency in doing actions that are really important, that are going to get you towards your goals. And there's a little something that I like to say. It was my mom that used to always tell me, Jackie, you need to slow down to speed up. So sometimes if we're not seeing the results as quickly as we like, then there's a tendency to say, throw the baby out with the bathwater. I don't know where that saying came, but it's really kind of strange. And I want to remind you that people that are highly successful actually don't do those things. They actually stay with it. They continue to invest, and they know that the long haul game is the way that they'll get to success. So I want to just remind you about the reasons why we want you to join us at convention. It's a place to get connected with us, the team that's going to support you day after day, week after week, month after month, and year after year. Sheila's been here 20 years. She's not going anywhere, right? I'm going to be here again. This is it for me. I'm staying with USANA forever. And so we really have a lot of time to really get to know each other and bond and get that even the friendship, the camaraderie. We get to recharge our batteries. It's a fun event. We do a lot of walking, so we get really fit. We, as far as cost goes, Sheila's got it down pat. You know, you bring your shakes, that's one a day. The hotels that we stay in have a free, massive, healthy breakfast. We're walking everywhere. We're going to be just having a lot of fun, and then joining each other for a really fun evening and healthy dinner. Some evenings we're going to go to the pool, and we're just going to have a really great time. It's going to have a chance for you to see, hear, and feel what this company is all about and meet some of the people. You may even get a chance to meet Dr. Wentz and get a photo with him, you know, and some of those, you know, people, and Suzanne will be there, and John will be there, and so many other people on the team. So this is where you make a decision for the long term that's going to pay off for you, your health, your family, and you know, for the bigger global, so that you can continue to help others in the world. And I want to now pass it on to Sheila, as she has some really exciting news about convention that I know I'm excited to hear too. It's like the big secrets.
All right. Well, here's the hot off the press. No one else knows yet. Jennifer Ray, I specifically asked her about the Sensei skincare line, what is happening. And she basically told me that they've had years, they're working on a new line to replace the Sensei line. Not that there's anything wrong with the Sensei line, but it's been around for 15 years. It's absolutely revolutionary. They want to continue to have a revolutionary skincare line. It will be a sneak preview. You'll hear all about it at convention. You'll be able to buy the complete line at convention as sort of a pre-launch. For the rest of the world, it won't be available until February of 2018. So if you want to hear all about the new Sensei line before anyone else, and if you want to bring it home and try it and use it and see the results, this is the best thing you can do to get inspired and build your business. I mean, the skincare business alone is a, you know, a $1 billion business. And you could get, just by focusing on the skincare line, you could get to the $1 million club like myself. I mean, when Sensei came out, I had a very big organization that was promoting the skincare. And I sometimes wonder why I'm not, because I love the Sensei line, even today. So if you're interested in getting your hands on it and learning all about the marketing this year, they're doing tests right now, and people see results within, she said 10, 10, 10. I think it's like 10 minutes, 10 hours, 10 days, something like that. They're actually doing studies. So it's amazing. So if you want to get the sneak preview, you want to be able to use the products right away, convention's the only place that you'll be able to get it.
Well, Sheila, what I was thinking too after we had a quick call, I'm so excited because I love the skincare.
You're the skincare woman, yeah.
It's what got me in the business, right? Remember? We've been talking about doing spa parties. I have a lot of experience working 8 years with The Body Shop. I've got training programs designed. We can, you know, switch them up with the USANA line. We can get everyone together, do hand massages, facials, even do the feet, right, with the mask, etc. And women love skincare. Women buy skincare happily, and especially when you have a product that is so wonderful. And I know there's some other secrets about it, that, you know, it keeps your business alive, because the residuals that you'll earn, you know, every 2 months I look at, do I need shampoo? Do I need conditioner? Do I need some skin lotion, night cream? What is it, right? And I'm always placing an order for my skincare. And for the group, this is something that if you haven't tapped into, Sheila, I know yourself, is going to can continue to produce income as well for the team.
The nice thing about the skincare line, you could earn a quick retail income, so you can put money quick in your pocket. You could buy, there'll be 4-packs available like they are today. You could buy it at a very reasonable price and sell it at retail, and that way you could very quickly retail your way into a profitable situation. So you could basically start the business with no money. And the intelligence technology will actually be in the skincare line. It's actually going to rejuvenate at the cellular level your skin. Like, it really will be anti-aging.
Exciting. Well, I know I'm turning 60 this year, so I'm looking at it. Yeah. By the way, something else came up that I wanted to mention too with the group about the cost. You know, if people are looking at maybe the cost of convention, you know, we all are very wise with our money. If you haven't remembered, I want to remind you, everything that you do for your business is tax deductible. It's a tax write-off. So convention, the cost to go down, you know, we want to make it as inexpensive as possible. Some of the group is rooming together. You can do 4 people in a room. That would be a lot of fun. And but all of those expenses will go against your regular income. So at the end of the year, you're going to get most of the money back, right?
Absolutely.
A lot of people forget about that. And also with the spa parties, you might want to, you know, it might mean you're going to be putting out $300 or $400 to buy a kit of all the products, but you'll have that paid off in a month. And you can also use that as a tax write-off. So it's just such a smart thing to add that to your product, you know, offering with your clients.
Let the government pay for your training vacation.
Yeah.
So for me, I have never missed a convention. I believe the convention has been the thing that has kept me in the game. It's been the stickiness factor. Why? Because I love education, and the education is absolutely the best of the best, directly from Dr. Wentz, directly from the scientists, directly from the top income earners. Plus, they bring in very, very high caliber other speakers like Tony Robbins, Dennis Waitley, you know, high caliber speakers, you know, the best, Les Brown. It's very motivating. I find it's like, you know, a battery charger, charging up my batteries, because let's face it, I mean, we're in the trenches, we're getting some no's, we're getting some yeses, we're getting some people quitting. I mean, we all get worn down. And I find if I wouldn't go to convention, there's no way I would get as fired up and re-energized for the fall season and launched. Because in July, I go into vacation mode. So come August, it's the way that I get recharged and get re-excited and stay current. And plus, it's a great way to celebrate. I mean, it's so much fun celebrating with the USANA family, with the Global Energy team. And I've seen so many transformations when people come to convention. One of the very top income earners for well over 10 years, Colette Larson. For those of you new, you may not know this story, but she was a single mom of 5 children. Her youngest 2 had cystic fibrosis. She had when she joined, $1 million hospital bill. She owed the hospital $1 million because of her ill children. There was no way she could have went to convention, but she really felt that she needed to go. She drove with friends to convention. She shared a room with 3 other women, so there's 4 women in the room, which I've done many, many, many times. She brought bag lunches. She actually ate bag lunches to be able to afford it. And when she was sitting in the convention, in the stands, listening to Dr. Wentz and listening to all the other successful people, a light switch went on inside of her. And she said, I'm going to come back next year the #1 income earner. And you know what she did? The following year, she came back as the #1 income earner in the whole company.
Wow.
Because the convention was the turning point.
That's
It
amazing.
switched the light on.
Yeah.
She was the #1 income earner in the company for well over 10 years.
Wow.
As she was raising her family.
Good for her.
The convention is extremely powerful.
It sure is. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's an inspiring story.
So if you want to go, we'll find a way. If you need to find someone to drive down, there's people willing to commute together. They may.
Is the bus going again, Sheila?
I talked to Paul. It doesn't sound like it, but there's other people driving. So if someone says, hey, I can't really afford it, but maybe I could carpool, we'll find someone to carpool. If you want to share a room for like if you take $150 divided by 4, you know, it's pretty economical.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, per night. So there are ways to do it. And like you said, the room has the free breakfast. We could do shakes for lunch, and you could do it very economical.
Well, I think last year maybe some of my bills were like $20. You know, we had dinner, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know, and so we walked to and from the venue. It was very affordable. And you and I are actually thinking, I don't know if we're going to fly out of Grand Forks or Fargo to save some money because of the flights out of Winnipeg. We'll see. You know, if something changes, great. Check your credit card miles. Maybe you have air miles or miles on your Aeroplan, or, you know, if you have a Visa card, if you have a credit card, see, you might have enough miles to book a flight. So whatever happens, get to convention.
Absolutely. It's going to be well worth it.
Now we had another caller on. It looks like they had to go. Do you know who that was, Sheila?
It was a Bossier, well, it was a Bossier's cell number, 266-1290. I'm not sure who it was.
Okay. So.
Yeah. And just one last little tidbit, the bars. The bars right now, the My Smart Shake, My Smart Bar chocolate is sold out. There's only the berry nutty and the peanut left. They will be sold out in 2 weeks. So if you love the bars as much as I do, last week I ordered 15 boxes of bars because I love the bars. I'm going to freeze them so that the problem is the amount of moisture in the bar. If they put too much moisture, then they won't, they're having a problem with the stability because there is no preservatives in it, right? It's such a pure bar. And if they don't put enough water, then it's kind of hard. So they're reworking the formula so it has a long shelf life but still super moist and tasty. And it's going to take a little bit longer. So they said if you want the bars, order them now.
Okay.
And but they are working as fast as they can on reformulating. And they do apologize for now for selling out.
Okay. So in closing, convention, we're going. We want you there. We want everybody there. So please don't hesitate to ask any questions. And Sheila, any suggestions on how they can network with other people in terms of share riding, hotel sharing? You know, what's the best way to do that? Through you?
I would say just through me. And then if we can't accommodate them through the team, I'll approach the rest of USANA Manitoba and post something on the Facebook page or the leadership group. But, you know, when you look back 3 years in the future, you're looking back to, if you're going to go to USANA's 25th anniversary, like this is going to be huge. The giveaways are going to be crazy. The speakers, this is going to be like blowing the top right off the Salt Palace. Looking back, if you attend this year, in 3 years from now, you're going to say it was the best thing you could have done to really turn the switch on and really fire you up to just go right to the top within the company.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, it's really about the long game. It's really about never giving up. This is, you know, the success is in staying with it and being consistent and doing something, you know, every single day or every single week. And convention is just every single year.
Yeah. Getting
to convention. Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're interested and you don't have a convention pass, let me know. I have some very economical convention passes available still.
Well, maybe some of those people are going to listen to this call and change their mind. The ones that are changing, you know, that have thought that maybe they're going to cancel. Maybe have a second thought about that and sleep on it.
Right. Great. Well, thanks everyone for being on the call.
Does anyone have any questions before we go?
No, I guess not. Okay. Well, thank you, Jackie. I'm going to stop the recording, and thanks a lot. I'm super pumped about the convention. It's going to be like the 25th, the 20th, they gave away iPads. I can't even imagine what they're going to give away at the 25th.